And we're live. Second tape, 2022. Got the champ with me.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Feeling great, baby. Feeling real good.
That's wonderful. And for the very first time, Jesse Dow.
Let's go, guys.
Welcome in.
Nice to be here. First time. Can't wait.
About damn time.
First time won't be the last time?
Definitely won't be the last time.
Love to hear it. Yes, this is the draft recap video. We have a beautiful slideshow ready to go, representing teams. I will just throw this out there that I rated the teams and gave your overall record. It is not on these guys. I'm sure they'll say things to offend you, but let's go ahead and just start there. I'll go ahead and share the screen, and there we are. And we're up on the right, guys. So we're here. This is the draft recap. What a great photo, first and foremost. Sorry, Tony's getting cut out there. That's terrible. Get Tony's face in there, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, look at that beautiful guy.
That was almost a slap to the rookie right off the bat.
Yeah, we had no disrespect to him. I thought he did pretty well his first year. But
shout out to him. Thanks for filling in last minute. Came in.
Yeah, quick teaser.
He's been wanting
a decent draft.
No, for sure. He's been wanting to join the league for a long time. He's been watching us from afar, so did well in the basketball. We'll start first with the first overall pick, who, first of all, last year, we can just say it, I made fun of this guy. I said he reached on his guys, and though he did reach according to ADP, it was correct. 100% correct what he did. I thought he had a stellar year. All his guys outperformed their ADP. But with all that said,
it was
6 and 7. I got him going this year.
First, to talk shit about that Justin Jefferson overall pick last year, and just want to formally apologize, Hannigan. That's my bad.
He also said Jamar Chase. You were talking crap about that too.
Probably.
Yeah.
Don't doubt it.
Yeah, you said he had the worst draft, I think, last year.
I probably did.
I will say, Hannigan, I thought your draft was a lot better than 6 and 7. I think you can go a lot better. This guy,
you got Jonathan Taylor. You got the 101.
Yeah, 101.
Drafting for one is not easy. You're up close there.
It's not that easy.
T. Higgins is going to be great.
I just think if it's your top 4.
Yes.
I know John Taylor's a big piece. That could be the number one. Number one player in fantasy. Could definitely do it.
Right.
But T. Higgins, James Conner, Brandon Cooks. If you're on paper and you're looking at that,
I see regression. You would think regression,
James
right?
Conner,
And James Conner with the amount of touchdowns he's had.
100%. Yeah.
Brandon Cooks, honestly, was a steal. We have your best value here, Brandon Cooks, 56 overall. His ADP is 37. We know what Brandon Cooks does, 1,000 yards.
His name's not sexy.
But it's
every team he goes to gets 1,000 yards, catches the ball.
Dude,
doesn't matter their quarterback.
15, 16 every week. It's never a problem. You're never getting a goose egg out of Brandon Cooks.
I just feel like everybody sits there, sees that Brandon Cooks is there, and you're just like, I'm good. But he always is a solid wide receiver.
Absolutely.
Every year.
I thought you reached on Isaiah Spiller. I mean, obviously looking here, you took him 112. His ADP is 210. So maybe you know something we don't know, Hannigan, which was the case last year. But I don't know, Mike. I mean, looking at his team, Marquise Hollywood Brown's not listed here. He's there. He has Tom Brady, QB1.
I think a regression for Tom Brady too. So I agree with that.
I think he's gonna make the playoffs. Ryan's gonna make the playoffs.
He's a 45-year-old guy that everybody just says he's old, and then
he ends up doing
the league in passing yards last year.
And passing attempts, which is crazy.
And they're gonna sling the hell out of the ball, I'll tell you that.
No, I'm Ryan, no offense to you. 6-7 looks bad because you're like, I'm not 500, but you're gonna make the playoffs. You're gonna be a contender this year like you always are. I think when you first came in the league, we all were like, are we sure of this guy? And he solidified it. Back-to-back years, straight, just awesome performances. If I'm not mistaken, he won the division last year and was robbed the year before. I don't mean to put you on the spot, Mike. Sorry, I'm pretty sure you did. I've never paid you. I'll say that. Yeah, but this guy is, I think, Ryan Hannigan is a force to be reckoned with in the league and for years to come.
Yeah, I think he did pretty well for being first, and first sucks.
Yeah. Okay.
Even though statistically speaking, in most leagues, if you're first, that's the highest.
Yeah. You have that percentage from us, right? That knowledge. You draft 101, you should win. You have the best player in fantasy.
That's what the statistics say. But
it's not been done in our league.
It did well. It does, man. Matt did it. Number 1 overall.
Matt did it?
When my first year in, when he was Skyping in.
From the Skype too.
That was the year he lost David Johnson.
That was that year.
All that. Yeah,
well,
he drafted at number 1.
Shout out to him. So it's been done, but it's not the
beat Mike, but Mike came back and took that belt last year.
Yeah, I did. Definitely.
Has to feel good.
All right. Well, let's move on to 2 overall. Jesse's right here.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McCaffrey's great team name.
Thank you.
I just throw it out there on the board. As you see, I have him going 8-5 this year. I thought he, shout out, as we're talking about Jesse here, but shout out to Mikey, because I think the league, as you saw in the second round, the end of the second, we've all conformed to the early tight end strategy.
Yeah, well, we know since Mike came in the league, there's not going to be tight ends anymore.
Position scarcity is got around the league.
Shout out Dave for just snatching Kelsey from me. I really thought he was gonna fall right into my lap. I didn't think Dave was gonna take a tight end there, and I see him up there taking.
Well, you gave us the one finger salute when we were changing tight end, and then you end up going tight end.
Yeah, I was going tight end there no matter what. Waller over Schultz, I think is fine. I think I like the upside with Darren Waller.
No, and
hamstring scares me.
Sure, but speaking of your top 4, it looks. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey, health concerns back-to-back years, but staying all aside, same Darren Waller. But look at your team. These are sexier names. McCaffrey, Waller, Michael Pittman, who's going to get – I mean, we're just thinking, what is Matt Ryan going to do there? He's going to pepper this guy. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown is a force.
I think he's going to just do like he used to do to Calvin Ridley when he was in –
right, and then Julio before that.
I think he's just going to sling the hell out of the ball. They're going to have a lot of good play action with Jonathan Taylor. I'm hoping that Michael Pittman just goes off.
It's definitely an upgrade over Carson Wentz, right?
I would say so.
Oh, 100%. Definitely.
I would say so.
I think Carson Wentz is not. No, I think the man is very inaccurate. And though he loves a deep ball, he does not throw it that well. So I think Michael Pittman's gonna have a fantastic year. I would have grabbed him.
Could be wide receiver top 10 wide receiver, maybe top 5. Could be, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You wouldn't be surprised if he's in the top 5.
The upside,
not at all.
The upside's
not
there.
At all.
I think the
touchdowns. There's a world.
The ceiling is there. The floor, I think he has a really good floor. So.
An amazing floor. I think Matt Ryan loves the targeting receivers.
Yeah.
And Matt Ryan's always looked good when he has a good running back, and he has the best running back in the league right now. So, and a great old line. I don't see why Matt Ryan.
That is true. That is true.
He's going to be quick to come up off the waiver wire. I don't know that anyone drafted Matt Ryan.
Oh, he's still available.
Yeah. He's going to be quick to come up. I guarantee it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, best value, Chris Godwin, obviously. You know what's crazy? We look at Amon-Ra St. Brown, and maybe there's some question marks there. He's got Chris Godwin, who could easily slot in that role. So it's like not a problem receiver for this man. Worst value, we thought you went up and got Tyler Algier. I have been taking this guy in all my mock drafts late. I don't know if Cordell Patterson's going to hold that role forever.
Yeah, with the wide receiver scarcity in there, my thought was moving Cardell back to the wide receiver slot.
Yeah.
And then this dude will come in and take over a little bit. But I feel like this pick was a Hail Mary, and in fantasy, you got to take Hail Mary sometimes. It's probably, I might, I won't be surprised if I drop him by week 5. So,
I mean, it can happen.
Week 2. Inactive drops.
It's like immediately. Yeah, I was, real quickly, I was way happier with that in my draft this year than I was last year. Looking back at my draft last year, it was really bad. Like,
how'd you like that?
I think I probably had one of the worst drafts last year.
Yeah.
So, shout out Hannigan. I did way worse than anybody.
Yeah.
Drafting from 2 though, back to back.
1 last year, 2 this year.
2 in the 10
I had
man.
3 twice in this league, 8 once and 13 once. But I think I wasn't really happy with 2. I think I would have been in the middle, but it turned out it worked out well for me. I was happy.
Any question marks over McCaffrey, or you were all in?
Also, Hail Mary. Like, I'm all in. You gotta be all in if you take McCaffrey there. Like, I was thinking Eckler, but I was like, you know what? If he's on the field, stays healthy, he should win me the league. So I love McCaffrey.
Who are we starting at running back to?
We right now, me, Morster.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That is
Raheem.
That is like the
me,
trend in the league.
If he gives me like 8,
fine.
10,
Great.
I feel like in this league now, RB2, you don't need him. I'll go spend fab.
Yeah, it's so true. I just feel like it. Look at Mike. Mike is the example, and then before that, look at Mikey. Like there's these guys out there who just I'll pick up the RB. James Robinson, a couple years back, got picked up.
Joe a couple years ago won the league with.
Yeah, picked up
some really good guys at the end of the years that won the league.
I'm sure Joe gets tell us. I don't want to stretch on
Devontae
that.
Booker was one of them.
Yeah,
sure. I remember that. Yeah.
So
No, I agree. I do agree with your record. prediction. 8 and
8 and
5.
5, yeah.
I like that prediction.
McCaffrey goes down, we have a ton of problems. Knock on wood. I don't believe it, but
I don't want to jinx. I have a feeling he's going to stay healthy.
me too. I do too. I was going to take him to 2. I think a lot of the league felt consensus. I'm taking him.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that say he's injury prone, but there's some weird injuries. They said one of the injuries was like an elbow injury. That just doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another injury was just like, it's not like weak knees or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's not like something that could affect him long term in his career. I think it's just weird stuff that happened to him. So I think he will stay healthy, and he's probably going to be number one overall.
And he's the
fantasy.
he's the number one wide, number one fantasy option if he plays. This guy is 24, 25 a game, if not more.
No, I agree.
Absolutely. Well, great job navigating 2.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Navigating 2.
Yeah.
Let's move forward. Got Big Daddy Dave here. Big Booty Judy.
I love that name, Dave. What a name.
Great name.
What a name. Always coming in with the names. Those names are always great.
Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, I love that.
I got Dave going 9 and 4. I thought Dave's draft was immaculate. Just great. Austin Eckler, Travis Kelce, Nick Chubb, Jerry Jeudy. Obviously, Jerry Jeudy hasn't done it, but he got a big upgrade at quarterback this year. So
I think he's gonna have a pretty good year.
I think so too.
I think receivers in Denver in general, pass catchers, whoever they are gonna have a really good year. Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy are gonna thrive.
I mean, Nick Chubb. We wanted to call this the value, but we thought Travis Kelce was the value here. That tight end run happened. We all witnessed it. We for sure thought Mikey was going to jump on Kelce
I'm
there.
shocked. I was fucking shocked.
And he slams Kyle Pitts.
I don't know why we're shocked though. Every year, it's just,
I wasn't shocked he took a tight end. I think
not tight end. Yeah,
I feel like
Kelce.
Travis Kelce just been his tight end for like years, and
Everybody's
no. I wasn't shocked because he always takes a surprise. You know what I'm saying? It's always got to be surprised with Mikey.
Yeah,
and,
this one was a little bit
Kyle
better
Pitts.
than recent, right?
Yeah,
I will get to Mikey when we get to him.
the
But
Travis Kelce was. I love that pick a lot. Like I said,
great awareness by
just
Dave.
in my draft, I was really hoping he followed me. He didn't. I was
Yeah.
couldn't be more happy for you to have Eckler and Travis Kelce right off the rep. It's unbelievable. And then Nick Chubb in the back end was just solidified.
We thought you reached on Bateman. Obviously ADP 71, went and got a wide receiver 1. It's not going to kill you, but as for the rest of his draft, I mean, we got Ayuk. He has Russell Wilson, Chris Olave, and then he's got a lot of guys. Dave hit us with some inside knowledge where he thinks Wan'Dale Robinson for the New York Football Giants is the wide receiver 1. That was news to me.
That's a shocker.
But like I said, I'm a little too high here, 9 and 4 on Dave, but I do like his squad a lot. I think he's got a solid starting lineup that's going to compete in this league. I expect to see him in the playoffs.
Hey, you got Justin Fields in the 13th, and you never know what's going to happen in
QB1.
QB RB2s in their second year. I mean, look at what Justin Hurts did in rushing touchdowns, and you never know. I like Russell Wilson though. I think he's double dipping on Jerry Jeudy. I think it seems pretty solid from.
Yeah, his double dip.
Yeah,
Wait, good catch right there. The double dip is there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's ride. Let's ride, Dave.
Let's ride.
Russ.
Let's
And I'm
ride.
glad he's
That
out
should be
Seattle.
his team name.
Let's
really.
ride.
Yeah.
I like Big Booty Judy,
Broncos
but
Nation.
let's ride works
Let's
too.
ride.
Big Booty Judy's good though.
I like it.
really like it.
I like it. All right, Dave. Moving forward. Mikey at 4. Lebowski. Mikey, little. I got you out here 4 and 9 is what I say. I just think he really doesn't have any running back. I guess Chase Edmonds is. I have a worse guy. Let's just get into it. Justin Jefferson, Kyle Pitts, Cortland Sutton, Michael Thomas. He went and got the right Saints receiver this time around in the 4th round. Remember last year, Marquez Callaway.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
So he actually made that a comment when he came back. It was hard. I just want to admit this. It was hard drafting next to Mikey. A lot of my picks would get sniped. We were going to take the same player. If one person took this, took that. It was very tough. I'm obviously after Mikey, but as for Mikey's team, I of course put 4 and 9 up there. He had a bad year last year. Justin Jefferson could easily be the wide receiver 1 this year. No doubt about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, hands down. He could definitely be there. With the coordinator from the Rams, head coach, I think they're going to sling the hell out of football.
But let me just read. So Trey Lance QB1 for him, okay? Could be a superstar. Could be nobody. You never know. Chase Edmonds, Ramondre Stevenson, J.D. McKissick, Eno Benjamin. Those are his running backs this year.
Speaking of his best value, who's
Ramondre? Yeah, Ramondre. Yeah.
he turned to me during the draft and he had a bottle cap in his hand. He's like, one's heads, one's tails. I'm going to take Ramon Stevenson or some other guy that I don't even remember because
Draft day.
And it ended up on the other guy. And I was like, you know what, Mikey, fuck the goddamn bottle cap. Just take with Stevenson.
Yeah.
So I went up there at 60 and I was like, yeah.
We are PPR. Stevenson's going to probably be good. I
Throw the
just
layup there. Yeah.
Harris is there. I mean, like,
What are you worried about? I like Stevenson.
I'm worried about running back.
What are you worried about? I think it's fine.
Well,
I disagree with your record,
JD.
You think higher?
Yes,
Okay. Higher.
Yeah, JD McKissick. The Commanders,
Of course,
Antonio Gibson
Antonio
is like
Gibson's
just a very big question mark with them being put on a special teams unit. So you never know. JD McKissick gives you 12, 13. He's going to get a lot of targets out of the backfield.
I mean, that's all really, and then
Possible.
like in Mikey's defense, that's all he really needs
Yeah, and I mean,
is
it's
10 out of his running
It's
back.
Mikey.
Yeah, he doesn't
The
do
guy
running
doesn't-
backs.
The guy doesn't do running
Yeah,
backs.
like and
Yeah.
what
It's a
you
crowd
said is
oil-
correct.
Yeah.
What you just said is correct.
Yeah.
Like he only needs 10, maybe 12 as running back. Stevenson's going to get 10 rushes and 1 touchdown, and he'll have 30 yards and a touchdown. It's 10 points right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe 1 catch. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Chase Edmonds is
He's the RB1 there.
he's
at
the
moment,
RB1
yes.
there.
Miami.
He's going to be good, right? And
Yeah.
He has the talent.
yeah, I have a lot of respect for the Miami coach, the guy that came out of San Francisco.
Yep.
McDaniel, really good coach. I think San Francisco is going to struggle a lot without him, honestly. Same scenario with Atlanta when they lost Shanahan,
Okay.
and you saw the offense like deteriorate. It was awful after they lost Shanahan. I think without McDaniel, the San Francisco offense is going to struggle. I think Miami is going to come up. I think Edmonds is going to
They
have a
spent
really
a
good
lot
year.
of money in the offseason.
No, Kyle Shanahan's still there at San Fran.
I know, but I'm saying McDaniel is the offensive guru. I think in this case.
I thought Shanahan was running the.
Yeah, he did run the Atlanta. I'm thinking McDaniel's better offensive coordinator than
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan. I think he's gonna call some great plays. I think Edmonds gonna get in the end zone a lot.
A lot of zone running.
Yeah, and then
For Miami.
Cortland Sutton's gonna be. I think he's the star over Judy. I would say Cortland Sutton over Judy, 100%.
Bigger body.
Yes.
He's going to get a lot of red zone targets for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
I think Jerry Judy's a bigger play, like take a screenplay the distance, but I think
Exactly.
Cortland Sutton's going to get a lot of work.
I like Marcus Valdez Scantling on his team, on his bench. I'm a big fan.
The one thing.
So what, I mean, you think so? You don't have Mikey as missing the playoffs this year. Of course, health and concerns, all this other stuff going on.
No,
you think his
no.
current
He's
configuration?
gonna need help at some point. He's gonna pick up.
You think he's going to
someone.
pick up that
I
guy?
think,
Or trade.
I think he's borderline. He's a borderline playoff
Right.
team.
Right.
Uh,
One ad. He gets that superstar running back. He's going to.
Kyle Pitts has to have a monster year. Justin Jefferson, I think, who's
What-
going to have a monster year. He's riding a lot on Michael Thomas.
I like
feel,
Cortland
too.
Sutton over Jerry Judy,
Me too. Me too.
but teach his own.
Like I said, Michael Thomas can come back from 2 years and be the talent he was.
Oh,
Mikey's
man.
going to be looking real good.
How do you guys
Right.
feel about Trey Lance? He drafted Trey Lance.
I know it's QB1 for him. I mean, I think Shannon's going to unleash him and let him run, which is very prolific and great for a quarterback if you have that. But I don't know, man. It's like he wasn't that great last year towards the end when he got time and like. But I understand full off season.
I think Mikey should expect a slow start from Trey Lance, and I think as the season
Right.
progresses and
He'll
he's
get
gonna
better.
more comfortable in the offense and make like quicker decisions,
maybe Matt Ryan is
He'll,
somebody he should look at picking up.
he will be better.
No, I agree.
Pick up
I
a
think
quarterback.
Mikey's going for a lot of home runs here, and it could work out. I mean, he's a champion, so
Yeah, you can't hit on him.
yeah,
he's won.
He's gonna
He actually went back to back.
He's gonna play. He's gonna be playing the waivers and
first 2 years.
He's gonna be spending fat. He'll pick up
Well,
somebody.
It's not
Crown
called
Royal,
the Medina Crown World pickup for nothing.
All right.
Oh, so we'll say that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. We got fifth. That's me, baby.
Oh boy.
Made the team name change. I was told Red Solo Cup wasn't good enough. So we went 2 girls, 1 cup. I have myself, spoiler alert, the best team in the league. What's new? 10-3. I took Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews, AJ Brown, Elijah Mitchell. Best value was Tyler Lockett by a landslide. And my worst value pick was Velas Jones. I was faded and I just grabbed a name that came to me. Mike, you had an interesting thing though. You showed the league to some of your coworkers, and what did they say? Yeah, I want to hear it. Let's hear it. Who had the best team?
They said that we need to change our league name. They also
Oh
said
yes,
that
yes,
your
they
team
did.
name is inappropriate. No, but they say you have the best draft so far. They said you have the best draft. You know what? To be fair, I don't really respect their opinion because they were like, who has the most in projections? And that's what they wanted to go by. Who had the best draft.
They're shot on
And I was
NFL.
like,
These
projections.
NFL projections, first of all, are
I was
terrible.
like, projections.
I
Since
saw
when do we care about projections? What's going on here?
Tyler had a really hell of a good draft.
We tried to look for bad values in my draft. Couldn't find it.
Just
I got
looking at
ADP fallers all draft.
Let Jesse say what he's going to say. I don't know. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say like we were looking at that, and
Yeah.
he did have a lot of good value picks.
According to ESPN ADP,
Yeah,
which
ADP.
take that as you will.
Running back is gonna be a little bit iffy for you. Like
Yes.
Mitchell's gonna-
100%.
Hamstring problems already.
yeah, like
Had the same thing with Josh Jacobs last year and David.
So Elijah Mitchell and Miles Sanders are your 1 and 2.
Correct. Which is
You're not.
I think it's
happy
better
about
than Mike.
Miles
I think
Sanders.
no, I'm not. But I think I have a better situation than Mikey at running back.
Mikey, yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
But I think Cooper Kupp and Mark Andrews, and if AJ Brown's a guy that a lot of people think he's going to be in Philly,
Yeah.
I think that's going to
Wide
carry.
receiver 2 numbers.
The best value pick of Tyler Lockett is
Yeah, 15 of my flex right now, which I don't think I'm not
It's-
expecting 15.
Tyler Lockett is like a boomer bust guy for me, like
Uh-huh.
on a weekly basis.
Especially with Geno Smith now.
Right, exactly. You just don't know what Geno Smith's going to bring to the table.
Can I interest you in Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore,
Because I got him as well. PPR guy.
yeah, like I
If
like
Zach
that
Wilson's
again,
playing
but-
is great. If he's not
yeah.
playing, it's like,
Oh, no,
okay.
Joe Flacco. If I load up some
Flacco.
Joe Flacco stats with Elijah Moore last year and it's good, would I change your mind or still no? Because Joe Flacco's older. How about Lamar Jackson as my quarterback 1 and 2? We're just missing the double dip here.
That's what I was trying to comment on, actually. I was going to wait for time to butt in. I will say that I'm surprised and proud of you for not turning away from Lamar Jackson after that awful year he had.
I
He
know.
took him in the third round.
Third round.
Yeah.
Slammed it.
And he was like, what, quarterback 12,
Yeah.
13? What was he?
I remember I was high. I was like, who
Yeah.
is the running back
Yeah.
game? Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson.
Outside
I
the
think I
top
picked up.
11.
I think I picked up Justin Herbert, and I think Herbert had
Yeah.
more points that
Yes,
year.
you picked him up
Lamar
off
Jackson.
free agency. Yeah.
Yeah, so that didn't feel good. I'm
Michael-
glad you didn't steer away from it. That's you gotta have
Yeah.
balls for that. You know what I mean?
Not scared.
No, I mean, his throwing's always been questionable, but I feel like he's just been getting better and better. I mean, Mark Andrews is going to be just getting a lot of work.
100%.
Like,
Man, it's his favorite target. And then all right, so that situation, thank you for bringing that up, Mike. That's an excellent point. So when we were going 4th round, I was gonna take Lamar there. I saw some people had a couple
coming back
quarterbacks
towards one.
coming back.
Yeah.
I waited on the 5th, right? 5th? Yes, the 5th round, and I grabbed Lamar there. I was very scared someone was gonna take him. And I was like, I should go get him. But I was so worried about running back that I went and got Elijah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to jump on this mold where we don't need running backs. Mike's up there the whole draft screaming, we don't need running back. I got a Snapchat him screaming, who needs running backs? And I'm like, he's right, but I just can't do it, man. I gotta take at least one.
That's correct.
I think Michael Gallup too, when he comes back, is going to
Yeah, no IR for him, unfortunately for me. I was trying to make a free ad, but
Yeah.
You
I
got
know a lot of league doesn't want to hear that.
you do have Kenneth Gainwell on your bench just in case
Miles Sanders, yeah.
Miles Sanders just gets over talent.
Right.
Like if the talent is just better by Gainwell, like
But that may cost me a game though. You know what I'm saying? I got myself going 10-3. It's like, okay, Tyler, we hear you. But I could easily lose the game because of that.
at this point, like in fantasy in our league, I just don't really care about being number 1 or number 2. I just want to make the playoffs, and
Yeah, get
I
that
feel
first round by.
most of the time when you make the playoffs, you have a really good shot. I mean, look at Xavier, look at Joe, and
Yeah.
past championships. Like you just got to get.
You don't need to be 10-0
No,
or
don't.
whatever. It's
I
13-0.
do think it helps if you're like in the top 6, but as long as you make the playoffs, you feel like you're gonna have a chance.
Understandable. That's it, right? And then
Yeah,
5.
You had a really good draft.
Five's easy. You prefer a draft in the middle.
I would have preferred to draft where you drafted. Yes.
Middle, right? You like middle too? I like middle.
I do. I like middle, but like closer to
Like 7, 8, 9.
yeah, like 6, 7. I like 5, 6, 7.
5, 6,
You're
7.
at 5, right? You're
I'm
at
closer
5.
to the front.
Yeah,
You
you're
want
at
the
5,
back.
yeah.
7.
Back is tough,
like
man.
7, yeah.
Back is tough. You know?
10 to 30, 14.
Yeah, and back is tough because you can make a killing on that wraparound 3rd round.
Right.
That wraparound.
Play-
dude, you
play
can
against your
some
guys.
Just
great
being in the
picks there.
middle is just there's so many value picks coming
So
both
many.
way. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
wait and be like, fuck, I gotta.
Didn't like
This
drafting.
person's not gonna be here, so I kind of have to like if I want him, I have to reach a little bit over here or else.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're like more toward like Tyler in the middle, you're like you're picking a lot more value picks here instead of reaching a lot.
Yeah. I felt like I kept turning to page 2. I'm like, oh, I gotta go next page here.
Yeah.
Like after I make my second pick, I'm like, yeah, I ain't coming
Yeah,
back.
none of these guys are coming back.
Yeah, none of these guys are coming back.
Just one quick thing about Tyler and what at the draft real quick. He was drafting and he had this paper. He's like, "You want to know what I'm gonna take?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Wait, when you pick?" I'm like, "You're picking before me." And he points up to the paper and it was Deontay Johnson. And I'm like, "Tyler, he went like
fourth round. He went the fourth round.
Oh, he went like 4 rounds ago.
We were like 6.
And I was just looking at his paper. I'm like, "Yeah, he's gone. He's gone."
It was
bad.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny.
And Cooper Kupp fell, right? Cooper Kupp fell.
What's a 5?
He
Pick
fell.
5?
He fell.
That's not falling.
No?
I think projected it was 3 running backs, and then either take your pick at
Jefferson or Kupp,
I mean,
right?
I don't really think.
That's not
I wouldn't got him though. I wouldn't got
At
him.
the end of the day,
What
I
do you
don't.
mean you went and got
I
it?
went and got
Shut up.
At the end of the day, I don't
Yeah.
think if anybody like if Hannigan picked Justin Jefferson or Cooper Kupp at number 1, I don't really think a lot of people could argue that was a terrible.
No, I was gonna take Jefferson over Kupp
Honestly,
personally.
but-
I would take Jefferson over Kupp.
I was saying, if you took Kupp at 3, I'd have been like, respect to you. You went and got him.
Yeah.
At 5,
Oh,
was like,
5's like he felt you like you got him. He was
At the end of the day,
no shocker.
he might have just went 1 pick before you and Justin
Right.
Jefferson, but I think
I
you
was
would've
looking at
been
Derrick
super-
Henry.
I think you would have been just on Justin Jefferson's dick just as much you're on Cooper Kupp, which is great because I hope Cooper Kupp goes off.
You should love your first round pick.
Super Bowl
You
champ.
should.
Yeah.
What's the shocker is you talk a lot of crap about Matt Stafford.
I do.
And yeah, you
Yeah,
took Cooper Kupp.
I've actually.
You talk a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
we can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Rather than get into
We're
it.
dragging here. I do.
Yeah, there's a lot of hate on Matthew Stafford last year watching Second Take, and you know what? I'm happy he proved everybody wrong.
I just hope that elbow lasts.
Super Bowl. There you
He
go.
did win a Super Bowl.
1 year out of the Lions, took the team to the Super Bowl and won it all. And his
I was-
stats last year
I
were
was so
I
happy.
think it was a
with
team
that.
effort.
really, really good team effort. You only pull up the stats again.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
He had his best year since 2011. So his best year of his entire career.
almost 50 touchdowns.
All right,
He just had a better team.
moving on. Nathaniel Schwartz, shout him out. Solar coaster. Got him going 6 and 7 this year personally. Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, David Montgomery, DK Metcalf. That is a very solid top 4.
Amazing.
And speaking of people that didn't want wide receivers, Nate was like, "No, I'm gonna get my. I don't need wide receivers right away. I want to get my running backs and secure the running back position." I mean, how could you not say he did not do that? I mean, Derrick Henry, Saquon, David Montgomery, 3 solid RB1s.
Dude, even if like something happens to Saquon, and then like we can look at his team. I think he has another running back after this. That's like you're not mad about starting him.
I mean, even DK, like, kind of. I thought he
had a lot of guys fall.
Yeah,
Nate
yeah,
did.
DK.
He's got Antonio Gibson. He's got that's it. Actually, he just has Antonio Gibson.
Oh, Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, he took 4 running backs. This is a really good draft by Nate. I think I'm a big fan of this draft.
Antonio Gibson, we just talked about him previously. I mean, you're not like super stoked about it, but to him, I mean, I think
Could earn that role.
I
Back.
think since he's like on his, obviously you see him up there as the worst value, but when you have Derrick Henry, Saquon, and David Montgomery, why not go for an Antonio Gibson and throw a Hail Mary? I mean, that's what fantasy is about. What if he just like comes back and
PPR
just
stud.
absolutely just
yeah.
goes and
Getting peppered.
bonkers? Like, you can either switch David Montgomery out for him, or you can trade him for
They'll get another. You'll get a wide receiver one
exactly.
somebody needs.
Yeah,
Trade
exactly.
somebody like Mike.
A lot of people need
right.
running backs, I feel. So I think Nate did. Nate came prepared this year. I think he didn't fuck around, and
Well, shout out to him winning best draft day jersey.
yeah, he won the draft.
A lot of guys who do that just take the year off. You know.
He's a Bears fan, correct? Right?
Yes,
Bears fan,
100%.
so, I mean, I wonder how he felt about taking Aaron Rodgers there in the ninth.
Oh, I screamed at him.
Yeah.
Was value though.
To be
Was
fair to
value.
him,
value,
to be fair to him, he took 2 Bears before him. He took David Montgomery
He
and he
did.
took Cole Kmet
Yeah.
before taking Aaron Rodgers. So he's a true Bears fan at heart.
No, I'm not questioning the Bears fan.
Yeah.
I
You
just
can't
thought-
deny the
I just
talent
wonder how
of
it feels to
Aaron
be a
Rodgers.
Bears fan drafting
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Does not feel
Yeah,
good.
he watched a lot of college. He tell you that.
He also, I was
out,
going
bro.
to say he took Trevor Simeon, but it had to be there because he.
Oh,
he-
Jim Miller.
Jim Miller was.
Shout out to
not-
my cameo.
Yeah.
No, Nate was good, right?
Yeah. I think DK Metcalf's a big, obviously a question mark. We don't know how Geno Smith's
He's a
gonna play,
beast.
but he's a monster.
He's just so
and-
big.
And Geno's actually he's
Geno's
good.
not that horrible.
Yeah.
Like
He'll throw 200 yards.
DK Metcalf is so big, and everybody's seen the video of him hawking down
Yeah.
Buda Baker. Like
Yeah.
he's so fast.
Yeah.
Like
Nate
so
knows
good.
talent.
Yeah.
Nate won't if you look at the history of Nate's drafts, his wide receiver one is typically a specimen. Big time receiver, bigger body,
I mean, and you look at these other ones in the 6th and the 7th. He had Devontae Smith, who is a second year, who's very talented, kind of small but really fast and really good route
could
runner.
be good.
Could be real good. And Drake London, you don't know what you're going to get there. I mean, it could be an RB1 or a wide receiver 1 there, and absolutely just take over. I mean, I think he has a lot.
I didn't think he had really
a
a bad pick.
a lot of upside. I think
Honestly,
I'm a little bit more higher on the 6 and 7 record.
yeah, you would go a little higher.
I would probably go.
I'm sure Nate agrees with you.
I think I'd go like 8 and 5 for Nate.
Yeah, I would flip it around to 7 and 6. I think.
Yeah.
I slept on Drake London. I realized Gage is not there.
Yeah.
Ridley's off for a suspension.
Just Kyle Pitts.
So you just have Kyle Pitts. They gotta throw a receiver, right? So London could be the guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if London was like top 25 wide receiver on the year.
No, it wouldn't shock me.
QB for Atlanta is Mariota.
Marcus Mariota. And their backup's a 3rd round.
I mean, you're gonna get those unfortunate scrambles by Mariota where he pops in a touchdown or he kind of diminishes the value of the wide receiver there or a tight end, but I think they'll be solid enough. I think you're gonna be really bad. So I think they're gonna throw the ball a lot. They're gonna have to throw the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think he's gonna get a good value there with Drake London eventually. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a really good draft by Nate. By the way, real quick.
Yeah.
Nate got this. He was actually at 14, and right before Matt, who was at 5, picked, they did a trade.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I totally forgot about this.
They did a trade literally right before Matt was supposed to pick, and they decided. Matt went to 14, and Nate went to 6, and immediately had to pick right away, and he slammed down Derrick Henry. Very happy, and Nate went and got his guy. I mean, I don't think we've ever seen that in draft day history.
Nate has taken Derrick Henry for you.
No, draft day. We've never seen it where 2 guys switch positions right before they have to make a draft pick.
Yeah, that was real life.
That
right?
was that's like when they're on the clock.
Yeah.
And they're okay, you come up and this team traded with this team. That was pretty cool.
Matt probably could have got a little more. I would have tried to get all right, give me your 4th. I'll give you my 5th.
I thought that was awesome. Good for Nate for doing that. I thought that was. I thought that was a really good trade for him. And look at what happened to me. He drafted fantastic.
Shout out to him. All right, moving. What we're on 7. Oh, Joe, right behind him. Maybe you did that on. Was there a little more to this? You think Nate wanted to move up on purpose to get in front of Joe?
I thought it was kind of funny that they were drafting together.
That is weird.
And now you can look at Joe's team. We're about to
30 to life. Yeah. Joe with some pick took Najee Harris. Went around, got Mike Evans. That is
right from underneath.
That's Nate's guy. And then Mike Williams. Shout out to Mike over here. Damian Harris. We thought his best value was Darren Schultz. Took him 91st overall. Dalton Schultz. His ADP is 77. We thought the worst value was Damian Harris. So we went and got him in the 50th pick.
Joe, I'm gonna just let you know right now that Damian Harris pick was not good.
Oh,
it was not good.
I mean, Damian Harris had a lot of touchdowns last year.
I could be slow on my words because he's a 3-time and
3-time
can take what 3-time can do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
But my personal opinion, and pretty sure Piani shot it out right at the draft. That was a terrible pick.
Yeah, the 3-time got a lot of hate on draft day.
A little bit of a reach in my opinion.
Got a lot of hate.
Did you see his team name and face?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Disrespectful. You should just disrespect the Nate there. In life. Jesus.
The hate's real.
The hate is real.
The hate is real.
Draft wise, it's just a lot of question marks. That's the one thing I'll say about his draft.
Damian Pierce?
So many, the entire, I think
Robert Woods.
I can't tell you one pick in this entire draft where I'm like, solid, gonna be great. I think Matt Stafford maybe is the only one. Everyone else to me is a question mark. Najee Harris. I don't know how Pittsburgh's gonna look without a quarterback.
I think not. Whoa, you're talking down on Mitch.
So
Mitch is QB1.
Mitch is not even gonna start. He's trash.
He's starting. He's projected 19.99.
I don't want to get into this Mitch conversation. He's awful. He's not on the Bears anymore. You don't have to defend him. He's gone. He's over.
Mitch is gonna do something.
No, he's not gonna do anything. All right.
Okay.
Speaking of the Bears, just shout out real quick because I totally forgot to do this. Sorry to interrupt you, Mike.
Go ahead.
I hope the league really likes this shirt.
Oh,
I hope Danny.
I was gonna be tired. You can't even see it. Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Danny's mom. Danny, I'll get this back to you. Don't worry.
Yeah, that is Danny's, by the way.
He's not getting it back.
No, Mike. Yeah, what you're saying. There's a lot of question marks. Robert Woods is a new place coming off a big injury.
That's where I was going with this.
Yeah.
Yes. Mike Evans always hurt, but I guess he's gonna be fine, right? Mike Williams is gonna be good. Damian Pierce ? Damian Harris ? Dalton Schultz question mark, Kenneth Walker question mark, Brian Robinson question mark, and the rest of his picks are question marks. I don't know if there's any pick in this entire where you can be like solid, like safe. You know what I'm saying?
And just going like I'm right here. I have the first round up here, and when I felt like when Joe went up there, he was a lot indecisive this year about how his picks, and he was really indecisive about this Najee Harris pick, which I personally would have took Kamara over. I would have took Jamar Chase over, and I think I would have took Dalvin Cook over him.
Jamar Chase, I agree with for sure.
Najee Harris is a lot of volume.
Dalvin Cook, I agree with too.
I think he took volume here.
And Alvin Kamara, but. Yeah, I mean, he's going to get a lot of volume, right? And a lot of volume equals good results, but a lot of volume also, like, is scary.
Well, he's young. He could get hurt. Yeah, come on. Well, let's rank.
He has a real list for you.
He's coming back off of.
Yeah, he did start.
Joe brought that up when he did the pick.
I will say this, too, though. I'm not saying, like, when I say question mark, it could be boom or bust, right? Because Najee Harris could have the most amazing. He could be like, okay. We wouldn't be surprised if he's
doing really good.
He's going to be great or he's going to be terrible. Nothing in between. I think he's going to be great or terrible.
He can't be top 12.
No, I'm saying he could be 2. He could be literally 2.
Oh, I think Najee Harris can definitely be like a top 5 running back.
100%. I think he could be 2. 2 probably behind John Taylor.
I was just saying I wasn't hating on the Harris, like Najee Harris. I just said when I looked at the rounds, I would have preferred
I just
a couple of other people over it. And
well, I mean, we're talking to the guy who took Zeke on the suspension year.
Yeah, and he wanted that.
Joe takes risks, man. That's what Joe does. That's why he's the freaking 3-time.
Yeah, risk
You said it was like 3 and 7 years, something like that. This guy's amazing.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about like I think I look back at Joe's like championships, and for some reason a lot of the times he just snuck in. He was like 6.
Yeah, he's mediocre during the regular season. He got hot,
and then just like that's what I was saying about him. You just got to get in.
You just got to get in.
I kind of feel like the 6 and 7.
Is that
it
could be less?
It could be less. It
could be more.
It could be like I think it's kind of just like there. You know, it's kind of perfect.
I did play it safe on that.
What if he doesn't even look? He's infamous for that magazine.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
what if he doesn't even look at like?
It's all
he looks at. What if all he looks at is the last 4 weeks for every player? He's like, I'm only talking playoffs. What if he just does that?
He might.
Yeah.
He might. I don't know that. I've never even thought about that.
Yeah, that'd be genius.
Yeah, I don't know what that magazine tells. It's a magical magazine.
Right. Exactly.
I try to get information on the magazine.
I try to look over at it. Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to get a little inside information on the magazines. You know, Joe, shout out to you. Joe wasn't the only one with the magazine.
I think that best value pick.
There was other magazines.
I think the Dalton Schultz pick. Could
be top 5.
I really like that pick. He could be top 3.
Yeah.
With the amount he's going to go. But yeah. Let's move on.
Cooper's gone too. Mike Cooper's gone.
Okay. Crispiani. Team Nature Boy, baby.
Big villain.
Big villain. Eighth overall pick. I got him going 8 and 5. He was playing the draft. He took Alvin Kamara, Leonard Fournette, Ezekiel Elliott, and a Darnell Mooney. His best value we thought was Jalen Waddle. Took him 64 overall. Supposed to go 35.
Yeah, he fell hard.
Oh my goodness! I didn't think Tyreek Hill would do that to somebody.
He fell.
Yeah. What were we doing?
Yeah.
He fell a lot.
What were we doing?
He fell a lot. George Pickens on the
reach
later. Anybody's seen any of his videos? He just bullying the defensive.
He's disgusting.
Backs. He's just the bully.
So good.
Pittsburgh does all they do is draft really good wide receivers. So
I guess the quarterback thing is concerning me, but yeah, you know what's crazy about this draft? I think Piani really drafted like a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just came. He was like, all right, best available. This guy, I'm not gonna worry about what I need for my team. Because
I'll make a trade later.
The man is gonna make trades. Exactly. Yeah. I'll take big names, guys that can make trades. Not a fan of Darnell Mooney though. I gotta be honest with you guys.
I think that was a little bit of a homer pick.
I also am very worried about Darnell Mooney, but I'm not trying to hate on Chicago.
I think he can have 1,000 yards.
If Justin Fields performs, Darnell Mooney is going to have a hell of a year.
Correct.
I feel like it's.
I think it might be someone like we don't even see every day. You know?
I mean, Darnell Mooney's talented. I think he's going to get a lot of looks. Yeah. Like again, sorry guys to say this, but Chicago doesn't look like they're going in the best direction this year.
They're young.
Because when it comes to wins and losses, I mean, they don't even know if they want to sign one of the best
linebackers in the league. Don't get me started on that. But look, what I'm worried about Piani's team is QB1. I'm worried about Tua.
He's double dipping with Jalen Waddle.
He's double dipping with Jalen Waddle, which I think definitely had to persuade him to go into Tua because he could have went a lot earlier on another quarterback.
My
And
also
there's
big
12th
question mark
round.
is Zeke. I just don't know. No matter how much the man gets paid, right? Like the
Right.
talent just seems like it's going away.
He's getting older.
And Tony Pollard's really good, but the good thing for Piani is he secured up Tony Pollard later. So
Yeah, so he's not.
Well,
He has that back.
the
The
Yeah.
whole line is progressively
Getting
way worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
They just signed a 48-year-old.
Oh yeah,
Tackle.
shout out Jason Peters.
Yeah,
Play for the Bears.
But they do play. Yeah, that division's weird.
they're good. But the good thing is like Dallas is gonna they're playing they have one of the softest NFL schedules in the league. They're gonna be putting up points. Like they're gonna be near the goal line. Zeke is their goal line guy. So I mean,
Yeah.
A funny thing is, me and Piani almost made a trade on draft day.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott straight up for Michael Pittman Jr.
Yes.
He texted me, sorry, Piani, I haven't reached out back to you. I don't think I'm going to do it. Just
Okay.
breaking news here on
Right on second take.
around second take.
We love seeing live
Wow.
trades on
Yeah.
second
I
take.
did not
When it
know
happens.
this.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I really thought about it too because
Yeah.
I have Godwin and
That's
Amon
crazy.
St. Brown, and I don't have like a really good. Obviously, I have
You
not
have
really
Christian-
good,
you have Christian.
but I'm a Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey.
Christian plus
Give me my RB2. Give me 8 to 11 points.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey will make up the rest, and
it'd be great.
we'll be good.
He also
Well, I'm
speaking
sure
of Piani,
I'm sure me and Piani will make a trade. We all
there's no doubt. He approached me as well looking for a receiver, and he told me AJ Brown was not worth any of those top 3 running backs there. So
It's not high on AJ Brown.
that's unfortunate for
That's
me.
okay.
He's higher on.
You're entitled to your opinion.
He's higher on Michael Pittman Jr.
Yeah.
than he is.
I agree with
That's
that.
more. There's more upside there.
One's a number one, one's a number. I guess
They're both
Brown is a
number
number
ones. Yeah,
one.
they're
Yeah.
both-
Devontae's, yeah.
Make me feel bad about my picks now. Come on now, yeah, it's
Nah, you
censored.
get yourself to go
Yeah.
undefeated. Like,
I didn't say
alright.
defeated.
They number one overall.
Yes, I'm not losing week one.
I think he had a really good draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Piani did great.
He had a tight end of his two tight ends of his own. He had Zach Ertz, and
One of them's getting moved.
round right after he picked out Goddard, so he went back to back tight
I
ends.
just feel like we shouldn't talk too much about his team because we already know like 3 weeks from now it's not gonna be the same team.
Yeah, I mean
That's fair. We're just rating his draft.
To end it all, Julio Jones with 13. You never know. That could be really good, or he's just not going to come back. But
Could be dropped. Could
It's
be
not.
somebody.
I like that pick 13.
Sure. Late. Okay. All right. 9. Ryan Downs. 1982
Downs.
World's Fair.
Shout out Downs not being 13 or 14 this year. Happy
Oh
for
man,
you.
I was trying to pull him at 1.
I'm not gonna lie.
was trying.
I was not gonna lie. I was kind of praying he was at 13 or 14 because that would have been like what kind of
Luck
fate
is
is
this? Yeah,
this?
fate
But
is
I
this.
was happy he got a 9. I tried to show him straight up 2 for 9, and he said no. And I was like, all right.
Oh, so Downs doesn't necessarily want 1 or 2. He's looking for the middle.
I think
Okay.
he was happy where he was. I would have been happy too. 9. I was hoping I would get like 6 through 9.
Good to know. Well, he went Jamar Chase with the 9th overall pick, wrapped around, which I thought Aaron Jones kind of fell here, into DJ Moore and Juju Smith-Schuster. Best value pick we thought was DJ Moore. He took him 37 overall. He's supposed to go 27 according to ADP. Worst value, though, we thought you reached on Darrell Henderson. 93, his projected ADP according to ESPN 164.
Yeah, that was a little bit, but like it's a hell of a reach.
Yeah. For me, I would switch around both of these. So I would switch around Piani's record to 5 and 8,
Whoa.
and I would say Downs is 8 and 5.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big
Yeah,
fan.
I don't really like Downs' record at 5 and 8 either. I think he's gonna do better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, Rashard Penny, he got his guy there.
He is the Rashad Penny owner. Anybody who's taking chances on Rashad Penny more than I told Ryan Downs is on draft day. Okay, so you think 8 and 5. So you're not worried about Aaron Jones and the upcoming AJ Dillon.
Not at all. I think that's a 50-50. That's a true 50-50 split.
Can I ask you something?
So that gives you our. What do you think he'll finish? Aaron Jones?
I'll ask you later.
Okay.
That question's gonna come back.
You think Aaron Jones finishes RB10 or better?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
You saw he was projected to have the most points this week for running backs.
Was he
Jones,
really?
yeah.
In the NFL?
Yeah.
The NFL is
Yeah,
crazy.
NFL
They got Chris McCaffrey.
Yeah,
like-
NFL disrespected me with Chris McCaffrey.
Oh,
at
man.
15.4, and I was like,
It's
what,
not
what
good.
are- what are we talking here?
QB1 for him, Joe Burrow.
He's slinging. He's gonna be slinging the hell out of the football. The
Yeah.
offense is really
DJ
good.
Moore, DJ Moore, good player, great player
Great
for football, great NFL player, fantasy player. This guy has done score touchdowns. They'll give you down
I'm gonna
weeks.
tell you right now, DJ Moore on my team last year went absolutely off for like 4 weeks,
Yeah,
And then
he did nothing.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
the quarterback play at the time
It was inconsistent.
was really good the first 3 weeks.
Baker Mayfield.
And now I think DJ Moore is gonna.
I think Baker Mayfield's gonna be
It's an
on
upgrade.
a tear. He's gonna be like,
I think
I'm disrespected by
week one.
Browns.
They play Cleveland.
Oh,
week
yeah.
one, so that's
he's
good.
gonna go off.
I want to shout out Downs to some of these sleepers. Josh Palmer, third guy and for your Chargers, you know about him. I'm sure it's not
I
news to
definitely
you.
knew about him. Yeah.
Tyrion Davis Price, never heard of this man. Could potentially become. I mean, there's Jeff Wilson. There's other guys in San Fran, but could be like the guy if something happens to
No,
Eli
he's
Mitchell.
gonna be on waiver wire.
And then, oh, you think so? Okay. And then I love Isaiah McKenzie. There is no flex guy. There is no more. Who's my guy? White dude.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't even put you guys on the spot.
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley. This guy, how many times you go Cole Beasley and run him in a flex spot? I did it.
I
I
did it a lot last year.
So tell me Isaiah McKenzie in the 14th is not somebody like this guy did not fall asleep at the draft, took care of business.
Cole Beasley's on the team now?
No, he's gone.
Yeah.
I think he might
I mean,
retire.
think he's an anti-vax.
Juju could have an absolutely monster year this year.
Absolutely.
Best quarterback he ever seen in his entire young career.
Yeah.
I just
could
wonder.
absolutely
I
go
really
off.
want to. I can't wait to watch Kansas City. I'm gonna say they're going to use him. It's going to be a
I
downfield threat.
think
It's going
He's
to
gonna
be.
watch a lot of Chiefs.
I was
CH
high.
as well.
I was
Yes.
high on Juju, and I
Yes.
think I would not be surprised at all if Juju becomes like a top 7 fantasy
Yes.
wide receiver.
Yes.
Like if it's 100%, if not better. I don't think Downs
He's young.
specifically. I think the funny part about Downs' draft was when he went up and picked CEH, and he just came back like, "Fuck."
He did not let that
I didn't,
No.
he's like, I kind of had to take him here, but I didn't really want to take him here. But it's like,
Downs had a couple picks
I'm
like
happy
that.
he did though. I would have took him myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Downs gave some faces when he put his players to the board, and it was like, you're not having a good time.
but he did came back in round 6 and smiled when he
Yeah.
got Rashad Penny.
No, he did. He did. I shouted out Rashad Penny.
And you never know, since this is a kicker league, he took Justin Tucker at 11.
First, and that was his first kicker.
And we
We looked at ADP up. It was actually correct.
No, it was 100% spot on.
We did look at
Downs
ADP up.
knew exactly what he was doing there.
All right.
It's a kicker league.
So you guys think Downs better? Obviously, we'll do better than 5 and 8. You know me, I'm notorious. I'm sure Downs here. Of course, this guy thinks he'll go 5 and 8.
No, I think Downs will have a better year.
Okay.
I think 8-5.
I like
he's
it.
gonna have a great
8
year.
and 5.
Yeah, he's
I
got a
would
combo.
I would 100% not be surprised if he's 8 and 5 or even better.
Division contender.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm really big fan of
Downs loves to hear it.
Yeah, big fan of his draft.
Okay. All right, moving on to 10. The Rook.
The Rook.
Tony, welcome in. Not sure yet. Doesn't know the team name yet, but he's got time. He got till Thursday. We're a little early here. I thought not bad for the first one. I got him going 5 and 8. Dalvin Cook, 10th overall. I some would say that guy used to go first, second. It's kind of crazy. Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson, Cam Akers. Best value we thought was Cam Akers. Took him 47th overall.
He fell.
Supposed to go 29.
He fell hard.
And then worst value, Devontae Parker. We thought you went up and reached. It's not that bad of a reach.
It's really not that bad.
103,
But I think
136.
we looked at his ADP versus who he drafted. And
Yeah.
really
Not much there.
There was not much where we could find. And Devontae Parker, I mean, who else do they have? Like Jacoby Myers, like he's so inconsistent. Every
He
freaking
got rid of Jacoby Myers.
No, he's still there.
He's still there.
He's still there.
No, Tony did well playing ADP. I'm going to shout Tony. He was helping me during my draft. It was kind of a buddy system.
Wait, what?
We were talking strategy.
What?
This league is
So-
league has recently become a buddy system.
It is a buddy.
I mean, me
Yeah.
and you were
I
talking,
can't
me and Downs were
lie.
talking.
I can't lie.
Like
I got a lot of help
yeah.
from Joe last year.
Yeah.
Why are we?
Yeah.
It's just, I understand. It's okay.
Joe hooked it up.
You're putting Joe as a 3.5 time now.
Yeah.
3.5 time.
No, it was just, you know what? He
Joe-
talked me off a cliff is what it was. I was during playoffs.
Oh,
I was freaking out about my
whoa.
starts.
Yeah.
I'm like, who do I start? I remember asking you too. I was freaking out,
Yeah.
you know. And Joe's like, dude, relax. Don't watch it. He said, just start these
He's
guys.
been there before,
he's been
huh?
there,
Joe's been there before.
Joe's been there before. He
we
helped me
talked
out.
enough about 3 times.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Tony,
I'm in here to. Don't worry, guys. I'm on here to
keep us in line.
pull Tyler away from just going on about 3 times.
I will go off on Joe.
Quick question: has anyone won the league
Their
in
first
a
year?
rookie season? No, right? The answer is no.
Yes, the answer is yes. It's
Mikey beat me
His first year.
his
he
first
won?
year, and then this is the great part.
You know why? Because he had Mahomes that dropped.
Yeah,
like
he
50
had
touchdowns, and then he had that awesome.
Trevor was not good.
James Robinson.
Picked up James
James
Robinson.
Robinson.
But even not gonna tell Tony this whole time. But to shout out Mikey, he went back to the finals the next year after that. So he went back to back in his first 2 years.
So
insane.
why we're talking about this, Tony, is because
You have a
just
chance.
because you're a rookie doesn't mean anything. Like you have a really
Deontay Johnson is legitimate PPR. I think he has 2 PPR receivers. He got the message. PPR. I'm gonna take Keenan Allen, Deontay Johnson. These guys are gonna go over 100
Who
targets.
was that? I'm
receptions.
sorry, I'm getting
Go
off
ahead.
topic again. Big Bear. Who's the guy? With the
Oh
Jets?
my God!
The
but-
Jets jersey?
Joe. Yeah, Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
He won his first year too, right?
No, he did not win.
Yeah, he did.
I thought.
No, he lost. He
he
lost
never-
to Arjo.
Yeah,
He
he
lost
lost
to
to
Arjo.
Arjo.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have all the time.
He
They're
did
all
go to
on
the
here,
finals.
buddy,
He did go to the finals, right?
including your name. Shout
Yes,
out.
sir, baby.
So if I had to say anything, like.
What do you have? You have any? Let's
do-
get some
I have-
cons. You got any knocks?
I do have
Cam
knocks.
Akers.
Okay.
Not a fan of Cam Akers.
Not. Well, we thought it was a good value.
No, Cam Akers there, you kind of have to take him there because it's
Best available.
like, what are you gonna do there when like? I think that was a solid pick. Where I'm going on cons are is if you look at Dalvin, Keenan. I don't think you can talk about Keenan anymore being like an injury prone because the guy's just been
No,
rock
he's
solid
for
many
100
years.
receptions. It's
Yeah.
100
But Dalvin Cook, Deontay Johnson, Cam Akers, just a little bit
Mahomes
scary.
fell to him. He was looking at me. He was
Yeah.
like, "I'm gonna get Mahomes." He was like,
Just
"I'm
a
gonna get
little,
Mahomes."
just a little scary on like the injury side of things, but
Yeah.
if his team holds up, I think he's gonna do better than 5 and 8.
And Tony is active on the waivers, guys. He'll be there.
Yeah.
Told him about the fab. He's
So I'm
excited.
interested. The first thing I'm interested in seeing about rookies is how they introduce themselves to the fab because we being in the league for 1 or 2 years,
Didn't
and then
spend.
we know each people,
Mhm.
like each individual league members, we know like okay who's going to be the spender, who's more conservative about their money approach. So like it'll be interesting to see how Tony uses the fab system, not knowing like how much Mike would spend versus how much I would spend.
I did give him a little advice.
He knows Piani would spend $100 on a player.
Yeah, well, he found that
I
out.
found that out, yeah.
Isn't it like week 5 or
Yeah.
6? Like
I
that?
don't know. I spent
It
a
was
shit
early.
ton
Man
too.
spent $100.
And that player's on my team. So what
But
does that
yeah,
say?
I mean, I think like
I thought it was good for his first
the
draft.
Patrick Mahomes pick was great.
He fell.
I mean, you got Russell Gage there. If I don't know if he's going to start him, I doubt he's going to start him like this week. I think he actually is in the starting lineup this week.
I think
Well,
we'll
if
get
Chris
into that.
Godwin, oh yeah, we will get in that. But
Yeah.
if Chris Godwin's there, but yeah, this draft is great. I mean, you never know.
I like
About,
what
like-
Tony did coming in. It's hard joining a league for your first year. I'm sure you can speak
What
on it.
about the Mark Ingram last pick of this
Could
last
be
pick?
somebody.
That could be something.
You know what's funny is Mark
I
Ingram's
was
been
gonna
drafted
say
last
that. I was
round.
waiting for you to stop talking.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No.
Take
Yeah,
over,
sorry.
No,
please.
you're right.
Take
I
over.
have it too. I just exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Last pick. If Kamara gets that suspension, dude, he's supposed to get suspended. Remember that?
Man, yeah,
I
well,
heard
I don't think it's gonna
I heard
happen.
well, Adam Schefter has been reporting that it's not going to happen in 2020.
But if it did, or even if anything happened to him, I mean, if you have solidified RB1
and
that's
hell,
your last
I mean,
pick.
at 15, you can't get any more value than that.
Never.
No, that'd be the
Yeah,
value
I
for
think
the
he's
draft.
going to do. I think he's going to have a really solid rookie year, and I would put him more on like the 7-6.
6, 7, 6.
7,
You got to
7,
make it in
6.
the playoffs, no doubt.
Yeah, I have him in the playoffs for sure.
Sure, he loves to hear that. Sure, he loves to hear that. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Tony,
Not
welcome
every
to
guy
it.
can
Yeah.
finish 7-6. Just
that's what I'm saying. That's
Well, that's
why
why
I got
there's
some
a-
guys.
there's
Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You're right. Don't worry. He's like, don't worry, Mike. You're coming up. You ain't finishing 7-6. You wish.
All right.
That's so funny.
Oh, damn! I just skipped him. Hit that.
The back button? Yeah. You're good.
Apologies, boys. All right, back to Xavier. We're on 11. Going back to triple X.
Has
huh?
he ever had a bad draft?
I don't think Xavier's ever had a bad draft.
I don't think
He doesn't want to hear that from
ever
us. He's like,
had a
stop
bad
it
draft.
right now.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think he's had a
You
bad
guys,
draft.
you went 0-12. You had a bad draft.
No, dude, it was injuries. That was not his fault. It was not his fault.
That was
It
a great
unlucky.
draft. No, he had.
You guys hyped him up way too much at that point.
I will hype
Crushed-
Xavier up in a second. This
crushed
guy,
with injuries.
comes in
He got
every
second
time.
place, though.
No,
He got
he
second
didn't.
place.
No, Xavier's a great drafter.
8-5. He went with the 11th pick. Joe Mixon
Yes.
went around, got DeAndre Swift, Travis Etienne, and Josh Allen, first quarterback off the board. We thought his best value was Gabe Davis, 6'7" overall. Let's go 52. His worst value, we thought he reached on DeAndre Hopkins at 74. Supposed to go 99, but let's be real. When DeAndre Hopkins comes back after 6 weeks, that's wide receiver 1 territory.
I think what we were talking about it even after the draft.
Yeah.
Xavier's okay with going like 2-4,
Right.
1-3, 3-6.
Not how you start, how you finish.
He's always finished really, really strong, and he has this. I think he has a strong one. You look at his running backs are fantastic. I think Gabe Davis is amazing. He's double dipping with Josh Allen. And when D Hop comes back, I mean,
Wide receiver one.
how could you not love Joe Mixon, DeAndre Swift, Travis, Josh, Gabe, and DeAndre, like all in your starting lineup? It's pretty.
Another
pretty
GM
good.
who's active on waivers as well. He'll get a guy that's going to make a difference for him this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have Xavier more on like the 9.
Okay.
9-4. I like
Division contender.
for sure.
We should have put that on these now. Division contender. I like that.
Contender.
It just sounds
Yeah.
good. It just sounds good. Yeah, you see anything crazy about his draft? I mean, how are you on DeAndre Swift this year? At 11 and coming back around?
So I drafted, you're gonna know this right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I drafted right next to Xavier.
Yeah.
You know? So a lot of the guys that he got, I passed on. You know what I mean? Like literally one pick before. And it was just a lot of scratching my head with some of this stuff. But
Oh,
DeAndre Swift, I don't know what it was about DeAndre Swift. I just was like, I don't believe. I just don't believe. You're right. I just don't
Is
believe.
it because he's a Detroit Lion?
It's because he's Detroit Line. Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
these are bad teams.
If he was a Kansas
Jacksonville.
City Chief, or if he
Yeah.
was like someone that's going to be up ahead and they're going to be running the ball a lot more because they're going to be winning already, you know what I'm saying? Then by all means, I'll take DeAndre Swift, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, he's a PBR stud as well. He catches the ball a lot. I just thought I would take someone a little bit more.
Josh Allen kind of fell, right? We thought that was good value where you got him.
It was great
Yeah,
value. I
yeah.
think someone took a quarterback before Josh Allen, right?
No, Josh Allen's first one.
So Xavier, this is 11th, right? He's
Yep.
taking 11th.
Yeah.
So he got him on the back. He
Fourth.
coming back towards
The
the
fourth.
first, like the first, second, third pick. Yeah.
Pick 46 is just a quick look.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
First-
It was coming back to me.
Okay,
And,
so that's
and
fair.
me and Tyler back this way. And
we all screamed when he took
I
quarterback.
thought
I love it.
I honestly thought Josh Allen was going to go in the third.
Right.
And
Right.
somebody was going to jump on him. And I mean, and then Gabe Davis fell back to his lap on the way back. I mean, that's just
Textbook.
I think Gabe Davis is going to have a monster year.
We started
I couldn't
open with
take
this. DeAndre Hopkins is worst value. I don't believe it. I think he's going to be good this year, but
He's only the worst value because he's suspended for 6 games.
right.
And usually he goes 99 or over. But I mean, it's the way you put your team together before like the first 5 picks, right? And you're more than happy to have D-Hop come back in week 7. I mean, you're going to be super excited about that.
Especially if he
I couldn't tell
I'm
you.
going to guarantee you that somebody's going to be asking a trade for D-Hop.
Oh,
like
Oh, 100%.
a couple games before
Yeah,
he comes back.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'll tell you this: Xavier won't let him go.
Trade him high. Why
He
not?
won't. No, Xavier. won't.
Xavier's a trader in our league.
I'm not saying not a trader. I'm just saying like he's like I paid 6.
Unlike
He
you
paid
two,
6.
right next to me.
I know.
I traded. I think.
You said that with a lot of confidence, and that's all you have to say. Right?
Xavier's gonna be like, I paid 6
Yeah.
weeks. I got to get something out of this guy. But I mean, you know the offer. I'm not saying Xavier won't say no to. He's not gonna say no to your offer. I just think chances are if you're not offering high enough, you're not gonna
I
take
kind of
it.
like Jahan Dotson too in the 11th. I mean,
Yeah.
the Commanders rookie. It's
Yeah,
pretty
see
good.
how Wentz does with it, but
Curtis Samuel.
It's gonna be a lot better
Yeah.
than Heineke. Trust me, I watched a lot of those games. It was pretty bad.
D-Hop could be my one big regret, honestly. That was the one guy I was like, I don't know. I gotta apologize first of all. Draft day, there's times I went up there and I was taking a minute, bro. I was taking a long
You're the
time.
champ.
Yeah, 12 was hard.
Yeah.
Xavier, he made it look easy because the guy's a
He's done it
freaking
before.
stud.
Yeah. He's done it in the back.
Yeah.
I
No
don't know,
problem.
does he drink though? He
Yeah,
drinks.
no,
He
Xavier's
drinks.
taking
Come on,
shots.
bro.
What are you talking about? He's
Come
like
on.
brown in face.
I'm trying to give myself some
Yeah.
excuses.
This guy
Does
took
he
shots
drink?
for every L.
I know.
Don't
he
get
did.
me started.
I know.
Yeah.
I love Xavier. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, that could be my one big regret, honestly. That he would have been my 5th receiver in a row. DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh God.
I would have took. I was like, let me just trade him for a running back, But I was like, let me not get him then.
Yeah. Davis gonna do well this year. He's
He's gonna
Okay.
be great. Yeah.
We
How do you
like
guys-
Xavier.
How do you feel about Etienne? There's a lot of hype around him.
ESPN guy for sure. I look as a James
Scrimmage
Robinson
yards,
owner.
scrimmage yards over under 800. Just
Over
800.
over 1,200, Mike. Yeah, this guy's gonna be the offense.
What if the
What if he
Jags
gets
are
hurt?
just behind and engaged?
Yeah, PPR guy. He's gonna get. They're gonna put him in the flex. They're gonna put him out. Slot guy. They're gonna use the ETN guy a lot. Think LaVisca. They trade away LaVisca Chenault. You know that?
No, I agree. Kirk, I agree about Kirk. Kirk is gonna be great. I'm
I
just
think
worried about-
ETN will be a better fantasy player than Christian Kirk.
Well, yeah, of course. But
Put it
I'm
on
just
the board.
saying, like,
Put it on the board. Yeah.
all right.
No, I don't know. I'm not too worried about ETN. Mike, you are right to have reservations because he's never done it.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, even if he doesn't work out, look at the first two guys in front of him.
Yeah, he's got a
Like,
flex.
It's fine.
You're 100% fine. He has other people he can plug into his flex. I think he's gonna be perfectly fine.
Absolutely. All right. Moving forward to 12. The champ,
The champ.
team handcuff is what we labeled you. You didn't see this one, Mike. I guess you're going 3 and 10, buddy. The hangover is real.
3 and 10.
Disrespect.
Mike's team name is T-shirt.
We
Mike.
have to. I'm sorry.
Let me explain this. Let me
about
explain
this
the team handcuff.
This Mike's draft a little longer, but I really have a lot of questions here.
Let's start with the big elf in the room. 4 receivers in a row. Can only start 3.
Receivers in a
Can
row.
only start 3, but I guess trading is a thing in this league, so you're actively going to be trying to trade. Let's do this out of the way. Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Allen Robinson, all great receivers. Top 4. Best value we thought was Terry. You took him 40th. He's supposed to go 32.
Mm-hmm.
And then Allen Robinson, worst value.
45, supposed to go 66.
Yeah.
So
we were talking about Aaron Jones, and you said you liked him. So you passed on Aaron Jones and DeAndre Swift.
I did.
For CeeDee Lamb.
Just for CeeDee Lamb. DeAndre Swift.
No,
No, sorry.
you talked
Aaron
about that.
Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I took CeeDee Lamb's over Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones
Yeah.
And that took
and DeAndre Swift.
and DeAndre Swift, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
speak on that.
And I'm just
What do you
my
expect out of
question
CeeDee
now.
this year?
My question now, since you've seen like your team,
Mm.
the development of it after the end of draft day, would you
Go
have
back.
went different and took a running back? Knowing that you still would have had Terry McLaurin and Allen Robinson.
And Allen Robinson. Maybe I wouldn't have CeeDee.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't have took CeeDee. Had I known that those 2 guys, I would have been able to get them, I probably would have taken CeeDee Lamb. But
No, that's a very good question. And I mean, that's drafted.
I'm a fan of CeeDee Lamb, though. I think this is a big year.
Hey,
for him.
CeeDee Lamb's gonna have a
Yeah.
hell of a year.
Yeah.
Not saying the pick was bad.
Mm.
I'm just saying since you're the development of your team, you see it now, and your RB1 is AJ Dillon, your RB2 is Naeem Hines. You took Melvin Gordon right after that, Alexander Madison, Xavier White. I mean, going from 5
Man,
down.
no.
I mean, we're talking a lot of reaches.
I mean, if anybody
A lot.
goes down for these teams,
you're looking at
you're looking at a superstar.
Oh
team.
my
I'm gonna go
God.
10 and 3.
I
We're
know.
flipping to 3 and 10 to 10 and 3.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, knock out. I don't really talk bad about Dalvin Cook, but
Yeah.
goddamn, he
We
goes
don't.
down.
You know,
Mike's team is instantly,
yeah.
you know.
This is what I did was when I got to this point in the draft, I was like, I'm just gonna like roll dice. You know what I'm saying? I like when you get 5 number 2s, and they're like not like bad number 2s,
No,
solid
these are all
number,
guys who are gonna
all
get no
solid
number
number
one.
2s.
AJ Dillon
right?
will be AJ Dillon could be the top like 5 running back. He's the
Right.
one guy there.
These are all solid number 2s.
Done it.
One of them's gotta like, you know what I'm saying? One of them's gotta like
Solid number 2s, I would say AJ Dillon, Alexander
Gordon.
Madison.
Melvin
Melvin Gordon's a little older.
2.5.
yeah, he's
Naeem Hines is like more of like I will
PPR.
catch the
Yeah.
shit ton of ball, but I'm not going to run in between the tackles. But I mean,
but that's what,
Zamir White could be the hell of a pick.
And you're doing
but-
this thing again, Mike, where you're scared about tight end.
what do you mean I'm scared about tight end? Who's I gonna take? Let's be real here.
That's
CeeDee
why
Lamb goes, right? CeeDee Lamb goes, because I have to take CeeDee Lamb, right?
You didn't have to take
We had 4 tight ends go towards the back end of the second
like
round.
this.
Yeah.
You could have got him right here.
Kelsey?
No, you could have got any of them.
Any of them.
No, I know. I'm gonna go Kelsey over CeeDee Lamb or DeAndre Swift and Aaron Jones.
I
Then you
would.
guys can call me out for that. I'm not taking Kelsey or Pitts or Andrews over
See, like,
Aaron Jones, CeeDee Lamb,
So-
and Swift.
The thing.
let me ask. So,
yeah.
Mark Andrews will outscore CeeDee Lamb this year in fantasy. I'll bet you right now.
This guy's that's his player.
That's
All
what
right,
I'll
I
say
like
that with a
Let's
counter
go.
argument.
How much?
10,
20.
20, 20. I hope I eat that because if that's
CeeDee
true, I'm
Lamb
real dumb. I'm real dumb because
The counter argument to what you're like would take over CeeDee Lamb versus a tight end is like the value of the like say the number one tight end is gonna score the lower like a lower end tight end by like a lot versus what CeeDee Lamb is not gonna outscore the next like five
I
wide
get
receivers by like a crap ton, you know.
But CeeDee Lamb could be wide receiver. Mike's not lying. We lost.
I don't hate the CeeDee Lamb pick. I'm not trying to like zero in on the CeeDee Lamb pick. I'm not trying to zero in on
of course.
at all.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson would have been a fourth round running. Yeah, I agree.
My defense is that it was hard drafting in that position. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was very difficult drafting that position because you can't reach on a running back. Like you can't. It just feels really bad.
If you do and then you get hurt, your season's over.
And it's like it looks really bad on you. Yeah.
Maybe not over, but it's tough. It's like you're on hard mode now, like super duper hard mode, where you could just easily trade one of these studs and go get another running back, or perhaps pick one up. I see what you're saying. There's guys who drafted next to you that had like 3 running backs in a row. I get why you did what you did. I don't deny it. We're obviously, I'm cracking jokes with Team Mango, but I'm worried about the running situation.
But
I think AJ Dillon, you can start this year and you'll get 10, 12 out of him. Okay.
I think this draft was a major hangover.
Mike, you did say I'm cool if I don't go all the way this year. Like you said that. You said that.
I mean, Mike,
Nah, man.
I really hope that you something happens here for you, bro. Like CeeDee Lamb and Devontae Adams can't carry the team to the promised land, bro.
I mean, we could have a situation where you have
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, I like Jalen Hurts. I think that'd be good too.
No, I think Jalen Hurts is great QB1.
Yeah, I think that was really good.
Look, I played against somebody last year who had Debo and Cooper Kupp, and damn it, they did carry the team. But you're gonna need that type of production, which could happen. Devontae Adams could be number 1. It's very possible. There's a lot of guys in front of him that
if
people like, but
you can only start 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where when you take 4 wide receivers in a row, that's where you're like, well, now I'm gonna have a very hard decision all the time if I'm gonna start one or the other. Like whereas versus you get a running back in the second or third, at least like you wouldn't be bad having Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones, and then Terry McLaurin and Allen Robinson. Like,
no, I would not.
Or whatever the third running back was for Terry.
Whatever the third running back.
Mike, I have a Snapchat. Mike comes over. Who do you running back?
Yeah.
It's just like
you start 3 wide receivers. So
yeah,
well, it's all right. At the end of the day, you can make a trade.
Yeah, this is the draft that's going to need a lot of work. Obviously, a lot of I basically signed up for a lot of work.
Yeah, you sign up for. I'm gonna do one of these receivers.
Fab.
But at the end of the day, like we said, the end on this, because I know we've been on mics for a while, and
keep moving.
You have a lot, like Tyler said, if anybody goes down,
oh my God,
you are sitting there. You're sitting there, great.
I have a lot of.
And I think like a
Dalvin, invested. That's
like Tony, a Dalvin Cook owner.
Yep.
Would come probably asking to trade for Alexander Madison.
I said 2 running backs. Yeah.
You have. AJ Dillon can possibly take over the running back role there.
Yeah, AJ Dillon. I think
it's not the worst, but
startable.
You got some work, and as long as you know that, you'll be fine. You're the champ.
You'll
figure it out.
I'm excited about this draft. I've actually been everything you guys are saying. I hear you guys. I'm actually really excited about this. I'm happy about it. I'm happy with the way it turned out.
Hey, as long as you're happy about it, bro.
Every day on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think Hurts has an MVP type season. We talking about Jalen Hurts.
We did. We mentioned Jalen. I like
MVP.
MVP. Could be top.
We'll be blowing up this team after week 3. All right.
It's gonna be 0-4. That's how it's gonna start.
13. Danny, Mr. Yarconi, Alsa Park District. I got him going 4-9 this year. Danny at one point threw up. What did he throw up? Marlon Mack. But anyway, Deebo Samuel, Tyreek Hill, J.K. Dobbins, George Kittle. It's a pretty good starting 4, if you ask me. J.K. Dobbins is in jeopardy missing week 1, but we thought his best value was Josh Jacobs. We knew he was going to fall. ESPN was hating on him hard. Took him 69th overall to score 55. Worst value, this was the first defense off the board. Bills Nation, 97 overall. Their average ADP is 141 in ESPN.
How was I drunk as draft team?
We're kind of the entire day.
Yeah, we're like
Danny kind of sobered up towards the end.
Yeah. I mean, did you see that video?
Yeah, I was that.
Yeah. I never understood why we take defenses any later than 13 or 14. Or
Danny was not paying attention at that point. Danny was on another one right now.
Deebo Tyreek, great 1-2. Great 1-2. J.K. Dobbins, I like J.K. Dobbins. I think he's a lot of talent. In jeopardy missing the 1, of course, but can't come back be a guy. Josh Jacobs is in jeopardy losing the job. A lot of word on that. George Kittle, that is such a Danny player if I've ever seen it.
I mean, it's funny because you look at George Kittle, you look at Justin Herbert, and I'm pretty sure both of these two are on his team.
Last year.
Like last year.
Yeah. He loves Justin Herbert. I mean, who doesn't? Mike does. It's QB1.
I do love the Jarvis Landry pick.
Yeah.
I think that was a really good pick. I think.
And then look, he went and got Gus. I mean, Gus Edwards on the pup right now, but like he's got the two guys who would get work in Baltimore at running back.
Gus Edwards straight up for Cooper Kupp. Would you do
Kupp.
it?
Would not do it today.
Send the train, Danny. He'll do it.
He remember we went there and he was like, I got Mitch. It was so funny. He was like, I got Mitch. Cairo Santos, bear down.
I love that Corey Davis pick though, 14th round.
Oh yeah.
He probably sobered up in the middle
I'm
of the
actually,
round.
I'm actually very interested in what Austin Hooper's going to do at 15. Like that could potentially be a decent tight end pickup at 15.
Hey, pulling out the double tight end.
That's actually, you're right about that.
Like
Danny's finished a lot.
Where
worse,
is that
right?
talent has been? Like
he loves his tight
he
ends.
loves tight ends. So that could be
Danny's
awesome.
definitely finished worse. I mean, he finished pretty strong here.
Yeah, I think Herbert's dropping 40 points every week.
I wonder why.
Danny did go through a table.
Yeah.
As did Nate. Shout out Nate. No, not to we didn't bring it up there, but you guys went through tables. Nate also went to the draft board. Shout out to the draft board. Vinyl, it did not rip.
It's a nice draft board.
That was the best test of the day, really, for that draft board. Shout out that draft board.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like I'm on like the whole 4 and 9.
Yeah, you agree.
I kind of like
Danny's got some work to do.
A little bit of work.
Yeah. I mean, Bill's defense was at 20 points every week.
But
I mean, he's probably gonna win.
But I mean, dude, if J.K. Dobbins comes back strong,
yeah,
he has Debo and Tyreek, Justin Herbert,
Great receivers.
He could just have a hell of a year. But just the initial look at this, there's going to be a lot of these people on this team that are not there.
Danny is a believer and you win on draft day. So,
all right, well,
we will see.
We will see.
We will. I don't have much to say. I think it was like Debo and Tyreek.
Great job at 13.
The turnaround was amazing. Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
The same argument I make for myself is you could argue the same for Danny. He, again, tough position. There's no real running back in that.
No.
He could have took.
He went.
Yes,
He
you
waited.
could take Aaron Jones. You could take Swift.
Yeah.
But you're reaching a little bit there. You know?
He's like, give me the value in Tyreek Hill. Same where you were like, give me the value in CD.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I get it.
I think
Okay.
I would like Tyreek a little bit more than like the other two running backs. I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. I would probably do the same thing if I
Yeah.
was in his shoes.
I mean, I think it was JK came back to him, so
I would have took
Yeah,
Tyreek
yeah.
over CeeDee Lamb, but he took him right before me.
yeah.
You
I
know,
don't
so.
blame you.
George Kittle, you guys talking up tight end the position.
Fourth round, or
He's
fourth.
still, the injury concern is always a thing, but he's such a
The
beast.
funny thing
George Kittle
is
can
he's
yak it up.
so talented.
Yeah.
I'm just so interested to see like where he comes back from for this year. He was just been a no-show for the past like couple of years.
Not a player I would take, but I do appreciate the upside.
New quarterbacks to the league gotta.
Yep.
Besides Debo, you're gonna have to lean on George Kittle, and I think he's gonna have a bounce back here. Definitely would not be surprised if he's a top 3 tight end at the end of the year.
No, he has talent. Definitely talent to do it. Danny's got good players on his team, no doubt.
Josh Jacobs, if Josh Jacobs or Jarvis Landry, if they like, Danny can have a really good season. Like,
Okay.
But like every other team, like you got like this or that, like you don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I like Danny's draft.
All right. Last but not least, Danger Matt, home run homer. I chose to go 5 and 8 this year. He went Javonte Williams into Stephon Diggs. Then he came back around and got Devin Singletary and hit Breece Hall. Best value we said was TJ Hawkinson. You got him 98th overall. I guess all tight ends already went already. Supposed to go 78. Worst value, Devin Singletary. Thought you reached a little on Devin. 42 overall. Supposed to go 58 in the ADP.
I guess with the value pick there,
Yep.
the worst value one. At the end of the day, if you want Devin Singletary, I guess you go get your guy because he's probably not going to make it back to you.
Exactly. I think that was Matt's strategy.
At 14.
Yep. It's tough drafting from back there.
Well, he doesn't. I don't think he loves that pick either, though. He doesn't love Devin Singletary because otherwise he wouldn't have drafted James Cook.
later, right? He
Eighth
went,
round.
yeah.
8th round, James.
Brees
Cook.
Hall, ESPN hype, should be the guy for New York Jets. It just might take a little time.
Well, the thing is, like, you're at pick 3, you're getting Devin Singletary. You're going to be like, well, he's going to be the RB1 for a little bit, right? And that will get me through the weeks. And then you're like, James Cook, you grab him 5 rounds later because he could potentially take over the role. And you kind of like, at that point, you got to take both of them, because if one doesn't hit and the other one does, and you don't have the one that doesn't hit, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, you feel bad. Kyler Murray, QB1, very solid. Mike, you had him last year, right?
Yes, he did. Very good. I like the Christian Kirk.
It hurt me when he took Christian Kirk. I was hoping he'd fall to me.
Yeah.
Me too. I think we all.
So I would have never got Mark. That's good. No, PPR guy got paid. Follow the money. Jacksonville. TJ Hawkinson said was a great value. You guys already touched on James Cook. Love it. Chuba Hubbard. Now, the thing about the Carolina thing is, if God forbid something does happen to your dude, I think it's gonna be a timeshare. I think Devonta Foreman's there. I think it's gonna be a little bit of both. But Robbie Anderson, this is somebody who's talking about, I want to quit football. But
Crazy thing is, 2 years ago he was so good.
I know.
So good.
I like Rondell
You
Moore.
heard his comments though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's the quarterback situation, right?
He said that basically there was some rumors about Baker coming. He tweeted out, he was like, please God, no. He didn't want Baker Mayfield. Which
Better than Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
it is better than Sam Darnold. Why would you say that as a receiver?
I don't know.
It's a little weird.
We already have Baker Mayfield pretty much never feeding Odell, and then when Odell came to the Rams, Odell did great. So it was like there was some personal thing going on between Odell and Baker.
I love when like a receiver like defends a trash quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's like hype on their trash
Yeah,
quarterback.
you should hype him up.
Shut down Tyreek.
Tyreek on Tua.
Yeah.
Remember when Stephon Diggs was all about Case Keenum?
Yeah.
He was so hype on Case Keenum. It was like case closed and all this stuff.
How do you guys like the Rondell Moore pick?
Big fan.
That's
a sleeper.
with DeAndre Hopkins being out for 6 weeks. I
Gonna
think
get some work.
yeah, he's definitely getting a lot of work. Do you think he might be a starter? He might not. I'm not too sure there, but I'm sure we'll find
Thought
out.
Matt did the best he could at 14.
I mean, it's tough, man.
Went and got his guys.
It's so tough being back there.
Well, now you're giving.
Now you would come around.
2 picks earlier. It's not tough.
14 is.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
You're waiting, man. You're
Yeah.
waiting.
I know
it's
it's
tough.
tough back
It's
there,
tough,
bro. But I mean,
Yeah.
we had a little bit more of a, we had some logical picks, Mike. You could have.
But no, shout out to Matt. He had a good time at the draft. I really enjoyed his company. He was great. All the crooked names was hard to read, buddy. But we got them in there for your team is solid.
Jesus, yeah. What was that?
What was that?
Yeah.
You went overload with
He
it.
loves that.
But
Is that why he traded back for 14?
he chose to make this
He was
decision.
traded
So
back,
he must have knew something we didn't know.
Yeah.
And maybe we're wrong.
I
Maybe
think
5
he's
days.
probably done a lot of mock drafts
I
at
think
that
what I
position.
heard was like, I don't know if this is true or not, so don't quote me on it, but I thought he said something like he just didn't see like some people at 5 like 100% won, and I think he thought he could get more value.
Play the field.
Like
back
Derrick
end.
Henry, he doesn't really want. Like,
People either like the players or don't. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you can't really.
no, you're fair.
You're
It's fair.
either hype on them or you're not. And if you're not hype on them, then
Javonte Williams over under 1,000 yards.
I sure hope so. Over.
Yeah. Stop shit at the top.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There we go.
all right.
Yeah, but that was draft day. Any closing thoughts? I thought, you know what? I'll be real with you guys. I could have been better. I forgot the MVG.
We should probably
award.
show that, right?
Oh, you can show it again.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
once you
yeah.
grab it. I forgot Ryan Down's T-shirt, which I will bring. Don't worry, buddy. This is a great jacket, similar to the one that Dave
Yeah,
got. This one's a little more windbreaker.
Yeah,
for the rain.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but it's a windbreaker. So real good.
No, but the video, we could have done a little bit better. We were at Danny's, and I want to say thank you again to Danny and his parents. They hosted us very well. Showed up next day. His mom was so helpful.
His mom was very nice. Very, very nice.
Loved the venue. Thought it was
Love
great.
the Arconi fan.
Maybe I could have prepared a little bit more.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, a little bit out of that.
A little bit out of
the
the loop.
element, and a little bit like.
But it was fun.
It was
The shade was great, not too hot.
no, it was probably the coolest draft.
I thought it was
besides
yeah.
being inside.
I thought it was a successful draft.
I thought the setup was awesome. I thought being out there in the drafting out there was great.
Shout out to Nate again for winning best draft day jersey,
Yeah.
and then Mike for drunkest draftee, no doubt about it. In my opinion,
You guys didn't see that snap.
Bourbon was fun. Bourbon was a good time after.
It was a good time for sure. Yeah, and that football was a major success.
Oh, yeah,
Killed
you
the
gotta have
time
football.
while people were
Gotta have football.
14 picks. It's a long,
Wiffle ball
it's
was
a long
fun.
wraparound, y'all.
Doing a little wiffle ball too.
They were hitting off the tee.
Hitting off the
That was fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
You had to. Guys are
Yeah.
faded.
Yeah.
Yeah, another day, another draft down the books. Good luck to all the GMs this year, 2022. Hopefully it's somebody's year.
It's back, guys. Thursday. It's really crazy how fast.
Absolutely.
It's upon us.
And then once again, Big Mike is hosting for week 1.
Yeah.
I'll shout it out on the group. I'm sure you'll say some stuff too, send some text messages out. I'll be here, no doubt about it.
I will not.
Yeah.
In spirit, though, I will be here.
Yeah, you will.
I'll be calling, be talking shit. Don't worry.
Oh, hey, he's playing each other. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We're trying.
that'll wrap it up for the draft recap.
All right, gentlemen.
Okay.
All right. So I'm winning league this year.
Repeat.
You said yourself, right?
I'm taking me.
Yeah.
Not with that draft, you're not.
Taking me. All right.